2 Pantheon Rise of the Fallen gameplay streams in 1 month. This is crazy. This time, the Pantheon dev team goes into a low-level dungeon, a goblin dungeon, and groups up and makes their way through. Therek and I are here to again break down our top 10 moments from this stream. Number 10. So I know this isn't the most compelling gameplay part of the stream, but I really enjoyed the introductions where the VR dev team kind of introduced themselves. There's some old guard, there's some new guard, but it's really just cool to get to know them. So I'll let them do their own introductions. I've chopped it up and got rid of kind of the in-between stuff. Here's the clip.
So this is obviously I'm Minus. I'm a content creator for Pantheon, if you don't know me. I usually work with David Ronek to do a lot of the live content. So tonight I am playing a rogue. I will be level 10.
Sacred, I'll be playing the Dire Lord tonight. I'm level 11, and like Minus said, just some kind of basic starter gear at this point. Yeah, for the content, I do handle all the content placement right now in the world. So both overland and in dungeons, in the caves here that you see, that I'm responsible for putting the content down and making sure that things are itemized at this point. So that's me. I'll pass it on to whoever you want now, Minus.
Hello, everyone. I am Sav or Savanya, whichever you want to call me, and I am the new community manager for Pantheon. I work with the community and the website, just kind of getting to know everyone and making sure that our players are taken care of.
Awesome. And we're excited to have you in. I know you've done a little bit of practice. You'll be playing the monk, like you said. So I'm excited. There's some bets on who's going to die first. And we'll see how you do.
Maybe. We'll see.
Good evening, everybody. Madaki here, part of the CM team, part of the CS team. I am playing a level 10 shaman. Ogre shaman is the best shaman. And happy to be here with you all tonight. And I'm probably the only one who hasn't had a drink so far.
Oh boy.
So
Yet.
Dude, that was early to out us.
Well.
Yeah, we're all
Noted.
in trouble. All in trouble now.
Noted.
That customer service guy.
Holiday. It's the holidays. You're
Drink your
allowed.
coffee. Drink your coffee.
Oh, coffee. Yes, coffee.
Hey guys, Mark Marglino. I'm playing Fusor for Soya, playing Halfling Cleric, hopefully keeping these guys alive. I'm a senior QA tester, been testing a long time, and love trying to break stuff and helping them fix it after.
Awesome. And then last, but definitely not least, my partner in crime, Mr. David Ronek. Why don't you tell him what you're playing when you're alive tonight?
Yeah, that's a good qualifier. I am David Ronan. I am the senior content creator and marketing art director here at Pantheon. Tonight I'll be playing the Enchanter, which I'm really excited about because that's the class that I've really been looking forward to playing, and I've been kind of stuck playing Shaman for a bit here, but now we got Madaki, so I'm excited. And welcome, happy holidays, everybody! Excited to have you here.
Number 9. Mobs running away in the middle of a dungeon like that has always been one of the scariest things that can happen in an MMO. I remember vividly back in the days of EverQuest being relied upon to snare mobs to prevent that from happening. So every time we saw a mob running away from a group during this dungeon run, my heart skipped a beat. Everybody who's played MMOs knows that's one of the worst things that can happen because you're going to get aggro from whatever mobs are waiting around the corner as you try and chase down that mob to slay it. And it happened many times during this dev stream. And I think the running joke, of course, was Minus trying to stop it from happening with his cow traps, whatever he wants to call them. The caltrops that he was trying to drop ended up being a really good solution. So I really like that. I actually like that it happened a bunch of times like this. It represents danger, represents moments where you need to rely on somebody else's skill to keep the group alive, not just from a combat perspective, but from a mob control perspective. So here's the clip that I think best represents that.
Hey, thanks, Sunglara. It had dropped off everybody and I hadn't recast yet, even though I asked Tyler like 6 minutes ago how much longer he had on the buff.
See, that's where you needed to ask the chat. I have 35 minutes on. I don't have it.
On what?
Oh, on Grip of Show. Or I mean,
Ooh, that was
yeah,
scary.
Grip of Show.
That was close.
That was a little much. All right, nothing useful on the corpses.
All right, met up.
Number 8. The Pocket Watch Mez animation is really cool. First of all, as a DPS, as the wizard, I really want to know what mobs I can't just nuke down and what mobs I can nuke down. And just having that extra thing, that little animation above the model's head really helps me out. And 2, it's just cool. It's cool to look around the battlefield and just see an animation of a pocket watch swinging back and forth and knowing, okay, that mob's under control. I can focus on something else. So let's take a look at what happened in the dev stream. Here's the clip.
Yeah, I'm gonna mez.
Found
Wait,
something
don't-
hiding in the corner.
Careful.
What are you fighting?
Mystic,
All right, I got
the
one
one that
mez.
The one that's mezzed?
yeah, the one that he missed.
I'm not coming out of stealth.
We'll go
Okay,
we'll go
hold on.
soldier that's not mezzed.
Okay.
See, unlike other games, what I love about our game is you can see which mobs are mezzed because there's a little pocket watch keeping them, entranced. So.
I'm gonna give David a shout out. That was solid, David. That was a solid mez, and the group kind of sat back and waited. That spells success for you, Sacred, so far.
Number 7. It's good to have roles defined in the game. At one point during the stream, they talked about, is the cleric, the only real healer? Like, are you going to want the cleric if you want the best healer? And Sacred did a good job of defining, how some classes can do the same things in different ways. Depends on the player, depends on the skill, and how you use it. And then the example that we saw was Savanya in the monk role doing the off-tanking. She did really, really well holding the mob and keeping it occupied while the group was beating down the other one. And it just goes to show that, a monk is not considered, a main tank. But then if you use the skills properly and you use them the way that they're supposed to be used or could be used, you have the option and it gives you flexibility. So, she got her nickname Savage Savanya, and I think it was well represented here because she knew what she was doing, she managed it, and here's a clip about it.
Let's go Mystic.
Oh, the other one
Like
was
someone who
broke already.
says sus.
All right, Mystic.
All right, I'm out of mana, so.
Figure it out.
Okay, so we got Sav is tanking the soldier, which is fine. A monk can do that for a bit. We just gotta make sure a healer's taking care of her.
The healers are, well, Mark's okay. I'm almost out of mana.
All right, Mark, it's all you.
Because I wasn't
Mystic's
stabbing the
dying.
mind. Here, Madaki, I will stab the mind.
Stab my mind.
Just put a debuff on me. Did you see that? Turned around and he's like, "Get that robe."
I don't feel like that worked.
It worked.
Okay.
Look at that monk tanking. We're almost coming over to save you.
No, take your time.
Oh, he's running. It's dangerous. So I like when you don't engage a target that you can go into stealth.
My
with
God.
it.
She's
That
gone
was
flat.
close.
Yeah, you're good.
Good job. I thought that might have been our first wipe.
Number 6. First of all, I should get a nickel for any time anybody says Battle Cleric on YouTube or Twitch. Because when it comes to the Pantheon Rise of the Fallen Cleric, I coined that phrase first in this video here. Now, aside from that, I'm really excited that the VR devs are continuing to lean into the Battle Cleric, because I think an upfront healer that just like swings his mace and regains mana and casts like up close spells is really exciting and different. And I'm all here for it, even though I'm not personally going to play Cleric. So let's see how it worked out on the stream. And remember, this guy coined Battle Cleric first.
And Fuso, you're kind of going Battle Cleric right now, right? So why are you in close? Tell people about playing a Cleric. You're a healer, but what are you doing in close?
Yeah, so in combat, we have a cooldown before you can start to regen mana. So clerics have an ability, Tome of the Initiate, So every time I make a melee strike, I regenerate 1 mana. So throughout the course of a fight, it starts to add up.
That's awesome. Yeah, so clerics will be
Battle clerics.
yeah, better it'll be beneficial for a cleric to be in close, which is really cool for a healer, I feel like.
Number 5. Enemy AI in Pantheon is touted to be advanced, touted to be taken to the next level when it comes to the mobs noticing the players doing things. It happened during the stream, actually. There was a really good example of it where they were fighting a mob and the goblin used a ability called, I think it was called Rock'em, like Rock'em Sock'em. But anyway, what it was they saw the cleric casting a heal and knocked them down to interrupt it. So it's a small example, but it's something that they've talked about quite a bit, about this sort of like awareness and use of their skills to help their allies and themselves. And in this clip here, Mark comments on it and talks about it a little bit. And I really, it was a small moment, but I think that it is very important and something that Pantheon's going to set Pantheon apart.
It's going to be really effective to understand how people play. I thought you died there, Fusa. I just saw you got knocked down.
Yeah, it's one of our NPC AI things saw me casting a heal spell, so he turned around and threw a rock to knock me down and interrupt me.
Number 4. Somewhere along the way, MMOs somehow became fighting games. It was all about pushing the right buttons in the correct order as fast as possible and as many times over and over and over again as you could. It became a rotation. That's basically what fighting games are. You learn the rotations, you learn when to do the rotations, and then you win. And that's what MMOs became. And I just really, at the heart, dislike that. First of all, I'm old. So, like, I don't want to push a bunch of buttons. It hurts my hands. But second of all, I don't want to play that game. What I want is a RPG style game where I make decisions about what my character is going to do. And I want those decisions during combat to mean something. And so that's what Pantheon Rise of the Fallen is trying to do. You slow down combat, you slow down the pace of gameplay, and you actually get to make meaningful decisions in combat about what your character is going to be able to do and what it's not going to be able to do because of the choices that you made. And it's really exciting. Let's check it out on the clip.
So someone asked earlier, and I'm sorry, I'm going to miss your name, and this is really late. Someone said, I thought this wasn't about being rotational. It's definitely not. You may think it is from what you're looking at, but I have to make a lot of decisions. Now, I have some reactionary abilities like this second chance strike that I'm going to hit when that comes up, for sure. Because it's no cost, it's instant, and it's basically based off of like missing an ability allows me to use it. But
it is more situational than rotational for sure.
Yeah. And then the other thing too is so I have this Death Dealer, which allows me to do a lot of damage when the target's at low health, but it also plays off my readiness. So I just use Death Dealer there. Now that saps my readiness. So if I use Death Dealer, I'm not able to use Shiv and I'm not able to use Umbral Edge. So I have to make a lot of decisions on what I want to do. Now, is someone going to say this is what you want to make sure is up? Or this or that, sure. But you're going to have to make decisions. And again, this is with a level 10 toolkit, so there's going to be a lot more decisions to make later.
We should also say he's making bad decisions right now because he's our only slower, and these mobs are running like mad. And
hey,
so
I did good on the last one. Give me credit.
So we do need to interrupt.
He's mostly making bad decisions.
Yeah, I'll accept that.
Number 3. Ronan got a lot of heat in this dev stream, and rightly so. There were some moments, but the most important thing is that he was playing the Enchanter well. And there were numerous times he locked down 3 mobs. And here's this clip is a good example, probably the best example that, the group was panicking a little bit. They saw the big pull. He got the mezzes off and he locked them down. And even though one of them maybe was the target that Sacred had, it goes to show that, trust your Enchanter, trust the Mez. And if you get it, great. And if you don't, he can recover. He did that numerous times as well, where the Mez didn't land the first time. He had to try it again. He got it, backed off. and then was also very directive towards the group not to break Mez. Having played the Enchanter in some of the pre-alpha testing, I can tell you that this is a good representation of what it feels like and what it was like. You are the puppet master, and Ronak did a great job, I thought, despite some of the other issues.
Well, I mean,
Whoa.
That might be one too many.
Okay, I'm gonna miss the ritualist. And I'm gonna
you
raise
mean
this
you mean the
other
one that
map.
I was
Okay, hold
targeting?
on. Yeah, my bad. Get this other Malfist.
All right.
Mallet fist.
I got them all.
Oh,
I got Mallet
just
fist.
chill.
I got him
just
always
chill.
says.
It's,
We
I
just
got-
gonna
Alright.
hang out here now.
I got them
Just
all.
hang out for a second. All right. I'm gonna pull this one.
Come on. Look at that,
Best
folks.
thing.
All right.
3 mobs missed. Okay.
How's
You
your
guys
mana?
were. You guys thought it's fine. My voice raised a little octave there.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
Little bit nerves.
Number 2, Joppa joins the chat. You can tell he's like a little kid before Christmas. He's so excited, and he couldn't even help himself. He had to join Discord and talk to these guys as they were playing. And that's what we love about him, right? He's the guy in charge, but he's just as excited as everybody else for this game to come out. And that's why I still believe in this project, because I believe that Joppa is going to get this game to the finish line, and that one day we're going to be playing it because of him. So in Joppa we trust, and here's the clip.
Feeling muted.
It's definitely feeling muted.
He's feeling like you wish he had a snare on this NPC.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I
Well,
wish
this
I
is
had
all
a-
for dramatic effect.
Ah,
The longer I didn't say anything,
the dramatic pause. He must be
the
very
more
angry.
intense it got. What's up?
Hey,
Hey,
Chris. Happy holidays.
Yeah, absolutely. Same to you.
Same to you. Same to you.
oh,
How's it
Madaki
going?
body pulling again.
I pulled
Ha-
that.
have you been watching? I'm assuming you've been
I
watching.
have, but more importantly, I've been listening.
Oh, boy. That's where we get in trouble.
No, you guys are doing great.
You seeing all these measures?
So Chris, we're going
I am.
around. And what's like your main cleric, right?
Cleric is my main, all the way. Yep. I love healing. I love the burden and the weight of healing. And I don't know. Ever since I was young, I think honestly I owe it to the D&D books that I inherited from my brother. I remember seeing the cleric depicted in the illustrations with the plate mail and the warhammers, or the really awesome like big maces. And I've always, the shields. It's just always been a real deep-seated thing for me. So
That's rad.
love it. But Ronak, I've been watching the mezzes. I've been wondering whether you were aware of the mesmerization mechanic, where it actually drains your mana the longer you maintain mezzes. So how's that been going for you?
I mean, I think you see how it's going.
Oh man!
Okay.
All right.
No, I think the group's doing a good job of picking up what I'm laying down.
That's well said.
Number 1. It was the final moment of the stream when they got upon the big room with the idol and the statue, and I really liked the look of that room. But beyond that, you saw how dangerous it was in there. You saw that they comment, it's going to be a tough pull. How are we going to tackle this? How are we going to, get this sorted out? The group wiped, and of course that's going to happen. This was a talented group. They made it this entire stream without a single wipe, and I don't think they used any GM powers throughout the whole thing. So there's something to be said for that. So they get to this moment, they wipe. I love that, Mark, as a QA tester, said, he saw it coming and he sort of GM powered his way out of there. So, I mean, up to this point, they didn't use any GM powers, but in this case, there was that one instance. But it was more of a funny moment in the last moment of the stream. So, group wipes happen, and they're going to happen no matter how good you are, no matter how skilled you are. The real, significant part is not whether it happens or not. It's how you deal with it. And a group wipe in this spot would be real tough, be real bad. maybe this is a case where, they've talked about their death mechanic and using, getting your remembrance summoned by the Eternum would be something you might actually consider, because this is a bad spot to die. So that's my top moment.
On the other side, 4. Oh boy.
Oh, we got
God. You got all of them.
I'm out of here, guys. I'm climbing.
Hold on. Oh gosh. Oh god. This is gonna be a wipe.
Ronan, I need you to get some mezzes out.
There's 3 of them more mez.
So I just learned a very important lesson. That Smoke Trick now tells them I'm here, and they came and attacked me. It's trying to stay stealth and mez stuff.
Well, Baz, someone's getting bingo.
That's God damn it, Tony.
I'm still alive.
Oh, sorry. That's another.
Another demerit.
Another demerit. That's 2 bending. That's 2 bending lashes for me. Sorry about that.
So
I'm out of combat. I can res you guys.
Are you out of combat?
Yeah, I knew that was going downhill. I wasn't getting
Yeah.
help.
It's a good call. Good call.
Dang.
That's an experienced QA tester there for you.
Well, honestly, we're at about the 2-hour mark.
So what did you think of this dev stream? Did you find it entertaining? Did you enjoy seeing the group, push further deep into the caves? What were your top moments? And what did you think of the comments? And what did you think of the mechanics that you saw in action? Looking forward to seeing more of this. And like they said on stream, they're planning on doing their monthly PA testing. And I think we're going to see more and more and more of this develop over time. So I'm very much looking forward to it. As always, thanks for checking out our top 10 lists like this. Draq and I have a lot of fun putting these together. So thanks, and we will see you in the next one.